Hi subscribers and viewers. Today I am going to explain about the motion in two dimension in that topic, projectile motion. We have projectile motion. Projectile motion means any one of the object is projected vertically upward. For example, one of the object will be projected upward from the ground, or one of the object dropped from the certain height. So this is the projectile motion. Here projectile motion, three types. One is oblique projectile motion. Another one is horizontal projectile motion. The third one is inclined plane projectile motion. We have three types of projectile motion. One is oblique projectile motion, horizontal projectile motion, and inclined plane projectile motion. Now I am going to deal about oblique projectile motion. Oblique projectile motion means a projectile is projected from the ground which makes an angle theta with the horizontal, then reaching to the same plane. Example, a bullet is triggered from the gun. So that is the oblique projectile motion. A cricketer can hit the ball by the batsman, therefore the motion of the ball is called oblique projectile motion. Next, horizontal projectile motion. An object is projected from the top of the tower or top of the building. An object is projected from the top of the tower or height of a building. So here example is a bomb is dropped from an aeroplane is the one example of horizontal projectile motion. And next, third one is inclined plane projectile motion. An object is projected from the staircase of a building or from the bottom of the flower bridge. The third one is an object is projected from the staircase of a building or flower bridge, bottom of the flower bridge. So that is the inclined plane projectile motion. Now I am giving detailed explanation about oblique projectile motion. Let us consider a body is projected upward with an initial velocity u and it makes an angle with the horizontal is theta from a point O. While it moving upward, the velocity of the projectile goes on decreases at highest point. The final velocity in a vertical component is 0, at horizontal component is Vx is equal to, that is u cos theta, Vy is 0. Here the initial velocity we resolved into two components, along horizontally ux, along vertically uy. Then finally it reaching to the ground or same plane. So at this point, the final velocity of the projectile we resolve into two components, along horizontally Vx and along vertically Vy. So this is a negative direction. This is the angle of projection theta. Now I am giving the initial velocity u is resolved into two components, uxi cap plus uyj cap. Therefore ux is equal to u cos theta and uy is equal to u sin theta. This ux is equal to u cos theta is called a horizontal component. Uy is called a vertical component velocity. Now I am giving the time of ascent of the projectile. Here we know that V is equal to U plus AT. The above equation we can write as U Vy Uy plus Ayt. Throughout the motion, the acceleration we resolved into two components, Ay and Ax. Along the x-axis, the component velocity is constant, so as why Ax is equal to 0, therefore Ay is equal to minus z. Now in the above equation, final velocity here 0, therefore 0, Uy is u sin theta and Ay is minus z into t. Therefore t is equal to u sin theta by g. This is the equation refers to the time of ascent. Here Vy is equal to 0, Vx is equal to u cos theta. So here from the highest point to the reached plane is called maximum height. From the point of projection to the reached plane is called horizontal range. So here we can write r comma 0 along x-axis or y coordinate is 0. So we can call A, this is B, OAB is the parabolic path. Now I am calculating maximum height. Maximum height of a projectile, we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2s. So Vy minus Uy square is equal to 2Ays. Here Vy is 0 minus Uy is u sin theta whole square is equal to Ay means minus g, s means h maximum. Here u square minus u square sin square theta is equal to minus 2g h maximum. Here minus gets cancelled. So we will get h maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. So this is the equation refers to the maximum height of a equation. Now I am giving time of flight. So time of flight means the total time taken by the projectile to reach the plane from a point O to AB, that is the time taken by the projectile to reach the plane is called time of flight, or the time taken by the projectile which remains in air is called time of flight. So time of flight can be calculated by using S is equal to ut plus of at square. Here throughout the vertical displacement is 0, so we can write this above equation Sy is equal to uyt plus of ayt square, where sy is equal to 0 throughout the vertical displacement 0, and uy is equal to u sin theta. Then next ay is equal to minus z, small t is equal to time of flight t. So therefore 0 is equal to u sin theta t minus of g t square, common of t. So therefore you will get 0 is equal to u sin theta minus of gt. By simplifying the above equation, we will get t is equal to 2u sin theta by g. This is the equation refers to the time of flight. Horizontal range. The distance from the point of projection to the reached plane is called horizontal range. Horizontal range is equal to initial component velocity multiplying with time of flight. Initial component velocity is ux and time of flight is t. Therefore r is equal to ux into t. R is equal to ux value is u cos theta and time of flight is 2u sin theta by g. Therefore r is equal to u square 2 sin theta cos theta by g. Since 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta, therefore r is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. This is the required equation for the horizontal range of trajectory. A projectile is projected vertically up other than 90 degrees with the initial velocity u, so which is resolved into two components, that is ux and uy from the point of projection, and reach plane is that is b, point a. So here we can call this is the vertical displacement y from the plane, and the next horizontal displacement is x. So at this point P we can call as the coordinate px comma y. Now we have to calculate the horizontal displacement. Therefore s is equal to ut plus of at square. The above equation slightly modifying, sx is equal to ux t of ax t square, but ux is equal to, you know that u cos theta, ax is equal to 0, then sx is equal to you call as x. Therefore x is equal to u cos theta into t plus of 0 into t square. Therefore x is equal to u cos theta into t. Since t is equal to x by u cos theta. So this is the horizontal displacement of a projectile. Next, vertical displacement of a vertical displacement. We can calculate vertical displacement of projectile by using same equation ut plus of at square. But you have to take y direction, sy is equal to uyt plus of ayt square. So sy is equal to the vertical displacement y, uy is equal to we know that u sin theta, and ay is equal to minus z. Now y is equal to uy sin theta t minus of gt square. This is equation 2. From 1 we can write t is equal to x by u cos theta in the above equation. So y is equal to u sin theta into x by u cos theta minus of g into x by u cos theta whole square. Therefore y is equal to u gets cancelled. Sin theta by cos theta tan theta into x minus of g into x square by u square cos square theta. So this equation refers to the equation of trajectory where tan theta is equal to a and x g by 2 u square cos square theta is equal to b. Therefore y is equal to ax minus bx square. So this is the required value for the equation of trajectory of a projectile. This equation y is equal to ax minus bx square reveals that the equation of a parabola. So the path of the projectile is a parabola. Now I am giving other form of equation of trajectory. Other form of equation of trajectory. We know that y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square by 2 u square cos square theta. Now this cos square theta we can write secant square theta. Y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square secant square theta by 2 u square. Here we can take the common of tan theta secant square. Therefore secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan theta. This is the tan square theta is the formula. Y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square secant square theta by 2 u square. Since secant square is theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta, therefore y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square into 1 plus tan square theta by 2 u square. So this is the one of the other form of equation of trajectory. Trajectory in terms of range. Of trajectory in terms of r. We know that y is equal to tan theta x minus g into x square by 2 u square cos square theta dividing and multiplying by sin theta. Y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square cos sin theta by 2 u square cos square theta into sin theta. Y is equal to tan theta x minus x square, here sin theta by cos theta by here x square sin theta by cos theta 2 u square sin theta, here cos theta. This is nothing but multiplication. 2 u square cos theta into sin theta. Cos square theta only we just separated by g. This u square cos theta, 2 u square cos theta into sin theta by g gives range. So y is equal to tan theta x trajectory in terms of r. Y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square by 2 u square cos square theta. The above equation is dividing and multiplying by sin theta. Therefore y is equal to tan theta x minus g x square sin theta by 2 u square cos square theta sin theta. But sin theta by cos theta gives tan theta. Then x square by 2 u square cos square theta sin theta by cos theta into sin theta. So y is equal to tan theta x minus x square tan theta by 2 u square sin theta cos theta by g. So this is the equation refers to the range of a projectile. Therefore, y is equal to tan theta x is common in the above equation 1 minus x by this is r. So y is equal to tan theta x minus x into 1 minus x by r is the in equation of trajectory in terms of range. The important topic for IIT JEE and NEET, velocity of projectile just before touching ground. Velocity of projectile just before touching to ground. We know that the projectile is projected from the ground with other than 90 degrees, then it is reaching to the same plane. The final velocity v is resolved into two components, vx along x-axis, vy along y-axis. We know that vx, this is vx, here ux and uy. Vx is equal to ux is equal to u cos theta, and vy is equal to u sin theta minus zt by using v is equal to u plus at equation. You can call equation 1 and 2. Now you can substitute the time of ascent value. V is the velocity of landing. So V is equal to Vxi cap plus Vyj cap. Here V is equal to Vxi is u cos theta into I cap. Vy means u sin theta minus zt j cap. The above equation, just we have to take the squaring and squaring under root, means magnitude of this gives u square cos square theta plus sin square theta under root. So therefore v is equal to u, the initial velocity of the projectile, u is equal to the final velocity of the projectile at the reaching point, v is equal to u. Now I am giving the angle. This is the angle of reached plane. We can write tan alpha is equal to here v sin theta by v cos theta. Here v cancel, sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Therefore alpha is equal to theta. This is the angle of projection. Theta is equal to angle of reaching point. So that is alpha is equal to theta. So we can say that the angle of projection which is equal to angle of reaching point. A projectile is projected with an angle phi naught, then it is reaching to the same plane. So the angle of elevation, is a theta. The angle of elevation theta. Therefore we can prove that the angle of elevation tan theta is equal to half tan phi. naught. So this is the angle of elevation. Here projectile is projected with an initial velocity u and angle of projection phi naught. They are reaching to the same plane. At maximum displacement is drawn from the highest point to the point of projection. That is the angle of elevation. So we can call this is a range. Here this range we can call as half of the range, and remaining part is half of the range. We know that tan theta is equal to opposite is h and adjacent is r by 2. Tan theta is equal to, therefore tan theta is equal to 2 into h by r. Here we know h is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g and r is equal to 2u square cos theta sin theta by g. By dividing this equation we get tan theta is equal to half tan of phi naught. This is, you can take phi naught. This is also phi naught, angle of projection. Then we can give the angle of elevation tan theta is equal to half tan phi naught. So this is the required value for the angle of elevation. Relation between maximum height and time of flight. Maximum height and time of flight. We know that maximum height h maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Time of flight is equal to u sin theta by g. Therefore the relation we can write the squaring. This equation is squaring on both sides. T square is equal to 2u sin theta by g whole square. Then divide the equation 1 divided by equation 2, we get h by t square is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g by 4u square sin square theta by g square. Here sin square theta cancel, u square cancel, 1 g cancel. Then this 2 is also this 2 is multiplying and g will be there. G is also h by t square is equal to 1 by 8 into g, or h is equal to z t square by 8. This is the one of the relation between maximum height and time of flight. So we have h is equal to zt square by 8. Relation between maximum height and horizontal range. We know that horizontal range is equal to u square sin 2 theta cos theta by g. H maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Now the above equation just I am multiplying with look at here, r by h maximum is equal to u square 2 sin theta cos theta by u square sin square theta. This is by g and this is by 2g. 1 sin theta cancel. U square cancel. This g is multiplying. So r by h maximum is equal to 2 cos theta by 2g square sin theta Then if you write in reciprocal form, H maximum is equal to H maximum by R is equal to 2 to cancel. Therefore, G square sin theta by cos theta gives tan theta. This term goes to numerator. R by H maximum is equal to 4 into G cos theta by sin theta into G. This G cancel out. So 4 cot theta R by H maximum, or we can also write H maximum by R is equal to 1 by 4 tan theta, or H maximum is equal to R by 4 tan theta. H maximum is equal to R by 4 tan theta. This is the relation between maximum height and range of the projectile. Giving maximum horizontal range, we know that range of the projectile is R is equal to U square sin 2 theta cos theta by G, or R is equal to U square sin 2 theta by G. According to the diagram, there is a projectile is projected with a certain angle theta, then reaching to the same plane. So if you take this is the 90 degrees, therefore this is theta, this is theta, 2 theta is equal to 90 degrees, this is also theta, then theta is equal to 45 degrees. So whenever we substitute the theta is 45 degrees, then the range is maximum. So R maximum is equal to U square by G. So sin 90 1, sin 2 into 45, so that is equal to sin 90 degrees is equal to 1. Therefore the maximum range of the projectile is U square by G. Important concept for JEE NEET: velocity. When the velocity vector becomes perpendicular to the initial velocity vector, when the velocity vector V becomes perpendicular to the velocity vector, initial velocity vector U, we know that V vector into U vector is equal to 0. When two are perpendicular, therefore the resultant is 0. So according to the diagram, we can write U is equal to U cos theta I component and U sin theta j component, means j vector. Therefore V is equal to U cos theta I cap plus gt minus U sin theta minus j cap. This is V is equal to U plus at form. This is Ux value. This is Ux Uy value. This is Ux Vy value. Now according to the condition, V dot U is equal to 0. So you can substitute U cos theta I cap plus, if you multiply with minus, you will get U sin theta minus gt j cap dot U cos theta I cap plus U sin theta j cap is equal to 0. Now I dot I 1. So U cos theta into U cos theta, U square cos square theta plus this is U sin theta j into U sin theta j, U square sin square theta minus gt into j multiply with u sin theta j. Therefore, gt u sin theta is equal to 0. Here u square cos square theta plus sin square theta minus gt u sin theta is equal to 0. This is a 1 value, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, u square minus gt u sin theta is equal to 0. Here common of u. Therefore, u minus gt sin theta is equal to 0 by u. Therefore, g sin theta is equal to u. Therefore, t is equal to u by g sin theta. This is the required equation for the velocity. They asked here velocity in terms of t. We wrote velocity means u is equal to gt sin theta. Same range with the same speed for the complementary angles of the projectile. Here same range for projectile at a complementary angles. At complementary angles with the same speed. We have one of the projectile is projected from the same point with a theta angle, and next another one is 90 minus theta angle. 90 minus theta angle. Then the reaching plane is same point, but the heights are different. This is you call h1, this is h2. The time of flights is also different, t1, t2, but the reaching plane is same. Range is same with the different angles. Here theta 90 minus theta are called complementary angles. Or 45 minus alpha and 45 plus alpha are also called complementary angles. Means the sum of the angles must be 90 degrees. Sum of the angles. So those are called complementary angles. Projection with the different angles. So here we get different angle of projections, but the range of projectile is same. Here theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. So you can call this is 50 degrees, 15, 30, 45 degrees, so on. So the range of the projectile is same, but the heights are different, and time of flights also different. Here theta 90 minus theta or 45 minus alpha and 40 and 45 plus alpha are the complementary angles. We know that here range of the projectile R is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. In this you can take one of the angle is first r theta, that is 2 theta, and next one is r 90 minus theta, u square sine 2 into 90 minus theta by g. Therefore r 90 minus theta is equal to u square sine 180 minus 2 theta by g. Sine 180 minus 2 theta is sine 2 theta. Therefore r 90 minus theta is equal to u square sine 2 theta by g. All silver, from all silver teacups, sine 180 minus theta gives sine theta only. So here 2 theta is there, so sine 2 theta. Therefore R naught is equal to R 90 minus theta is R only. This is the, for the same complementary angle, for the different complementary angles, there is a range is same. Means complementary angles is theta and 90 minus theta, or 45 minus alpha and 45 plus alpha. Some important concepts for IIT, JEE and NEET, which are asked in the previous NEET level and IIT level, based on complementary angles. Theta and 90 minus theta. So there is a relation between time of flight and Kepler. Here, look at here. One of the projectile is projected with the different angles. One is 90 minus theta, the other one is theta. Their time of flights are different. Here 90 minus theta and theta. T1, T2 are the time of flights. So for the first one we can write T1 is equal to U sine of 90 minus theta by G, and T2 is equal to 2U sine theta by G. Here sine 90 minus theta gives cos theta by G. Therefore the product we can take T1 T2 is direct proportional to 2U sine theta by G into 2U cos theta by G. If you multiply T1 T2 is direct proportional to here 2U square 2 sine theta cos theta by G, multiplying 2 by G. This is a range. So T1 T2 is direct proportional to R into 2 by G. This is a constant. Therefore T1 T2 is direct proportional to R. This is the one of the relation which is asked in the previous level. Next we have the relation between range and maximum height. Maximum height and range for the complementary angles theta and 90 minus theta. So H is equal to U square sin square theta by 2G, and R is equal to U square sin 2 into 90 minus theta by G. Therefore R is equal to U square sin 180 minus 2 theta by G. Therefore R is equal to U square sin 2 theta by G. You can take R by H is equal to U square sin square theta by 2G by U square sin theta cos theta by G. Here one sin theta cancel, here one G cancel, U square cancel, this 2 is multiplying, and there is 1 by 4 tan theta. Here theta is equal to 45 degrees. Therefore H by R is equal to 1 by 4, or here R is equal to, H maximum is equal to R by 4. This is one of the relation. Next I am giving the product of heights and range between H1, H2 and R. For the complementary angles, H1 is equal to U square sin theta by G, theta 1 is equal to theta, and theta 2 is equal to 90 minus theta. Therefore H2 is equal to U square sin 90 minus theta by 2G. H2 is equal to U square sin 90 minus theta gives cos square theta by 2G. Therefore the product of two heights H1 H2 is equal to U square sin square theta by 2G into u square cos square theta by 2g. Therefore, you will get u to the power of 4 sin square theta cos square theta by 2 into 2, that is 4 g square. So applying square root on both sides, we get root over h1 h2 into u to the power of 4 sin square theta cos square theta by 4g square. By simplifying, you will get this is the 1 by 4, or therefore r is equal to 4 into root over h1 h2. This is the very important relation which is asked in the previous mains and NEET questions. Energy of projectile. Energy of projectile. When a projectile is projected upward with a kinetic energy of mu square, while it moving upward, so kinetic energy goes on decreases, potential energy increases. When the projectile is projected with certain kinetic energy, while it moving upward, the kinetic energy goes on decrease, potential energy increases, thereby the total energy remains constant after reaching to the same plane. Let the projectile is projected with a kinetic energy k is equal to of mu square, and an angle of projection is theta. At highest point, the kinetic energy is of mux square. Here we resolved into two components, along x-axis so ux, along y-axis uy. We know that ux is equal to u cos theta, then uy is equal to u sin theta. Substitute ux value, k dash is equal to of m into u cos theta whole square, that is equal to of mu square cos square theta. So we can write k dash is equal to k into cos square theta. This is the kinetic energy at highest point. At highest point, the kinetic energy is k dash is equal to k cos square theta. Potential energy. Here potential energy U is equal to mgh, but h maximum is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. Substitute the equation in the above equation, we will get the potential energy of the equation. Potential energy U is equal to mg into u square sin square theta by 2g. Here g cancel, therefore of mu square sin square theta, therefore u is equal to k into sin square theta, where k is equal to of mu square. So this is the potential energy. Therefore the total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Total energy is equal to kinetic energies of mu square cos square theta plus of mu square sin square theta. There is a common of mu square cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, therefore of mu square, that is equal to k. Therefore total energy remains constant in the